Welcome back everyone to the lobby of Sarif Industries, where we'll continue our epic, dark journey in the cyberpunk future. So, we have to go debrief our boss, but mysteriously Pritchard asked for our presence. Let's see what he's up to. Hey Frank Pritchard.
What do you want?
As much as I hate to admit it, I need your help. That signal you shut down in DRB territory. It's been active for almost a year.
You're telling me someone outside this company has had access to our network since before the first attack?
I've detected intrusions before and shut them down swiftly every time. But whoever designed this particular algorithm is good. Very good.
You've told Sarif?
See, here's the thing. The intrusions were possible because of a backdoor access into our security system that I never even knew existed.
The one Sanders' team used to get inside our plant.
I've worked here for 7 years, Jensen, and this is the first time I've seen that particular access route. David Sarif created it specifically to bypass the firewall. He's hiding something, and I think you should find out what it is.
Why me?
Because, as far as I can tell, Sarif created that access and was streaming a lot of data through it shortly after your ex-girlfriend suggested he hire you.
Oh, that's suspicious. For several achievements, it is required that you talk to Pritchard before you tech to Sarif, because now that we have that extra information, we can press Sarif a little more in this upcoming conversation, and winning the argument with him not only gives you an achievement, this is where you have to win the argument with him for the achievement, but also for several other achievements, you need Sarif to send you a couple of emails that you need to read. Not gonna go too much into that since I won't show most of it. But here's a sleazy politician.
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes, I imagine you do. As David Sarif's top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go.
What happened to me was no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
Oh, motherfucker's pushing buttons he shouldn't push. Let's stay cool.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Taggart, but it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist, Mr. Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
Oh, I won't let you go this easy.
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
About what?
About the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
You can also speak to his assistant Isaiah. I think that's necessary for a future side quest. If so, you would want to indulge yourself. But let's speak to David, Sarif, Dzień dobry.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
What?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now, but he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
You're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive. But you can't expect me to tell you every detail of this company's operations every single day. We're at war here, and it's your job to protect us from enemies who try to take us down. You should have found that loophole without my having to tell you about it. You know, Frank wanted me to hire experts, an outside security firm to protect us, but you convinced me you could do it. Are you saying you were wrong?
I think I proved myself today. And the only reason I'm worried about that loophole right now is because the data you streamed through it could have been accessed, backtraced, and stolen by the men who attacked us. Our enemies might still find a way to hurt us with it.
What? Well, I never considered that. I'm sorry, son. I guess you have proved yourself today. Look, I'm not going to share every single detail of this data with you. As CEO of this company, there are things I can't release, even to you, Frank, or Athena. I consider us all a team here, but we each have our own roles to fill. I decide who gets trusted with what, and in this case, you're just gonna have to do your job without knowing all the facts. Megan said you could roll with the punches. Proof she was right.
Boss, I never meant to imply... Look, I'll back off, if that's what you want. But when you start dragging Megan into this, it puts me on the defensive.
I understand, Adam. And I'm sorry. If I'm reluctant to share the data with you, it's because there's legal issues involved. Every company has its secrets, son. And Megan's research was a big part of ours. But the data I streamed has nothing to do with her. It wasn't even proprietary in nature, so I don't want you wasting any more time harping on it. The shareholders expect me to take care of it, and I will. So leave it to me to deal with from here.
Boss, 6 months ago, mercenaries knew stuff about this company that I didn't, and used it to get past my security measures. I don't really care what kind of secrets you and Megan were keeping back then. I just want to make sure they don't endanger us again.
Adam, I didn't mean to imply... You're right, okay? You're right. I really shouldn't keep this information from you. I just hope you'll understand why I did. All right. Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people, potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. When you're ready, come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move.
And that's one way of getting him to send you those emails to your office computer. You could go check them right away, and I suggest you do. I don't know if talking to him immediately again will somehow remove them, but I'm gonna do that to save time. There's a lot of dialogue in this episode. Also, if you follow how I did in that conversation, it might not succeed for you, because it usually depends on your difficulty level. But that worked for me. Refocus, defend, placate, defend on the highest difficulty worked without any social enhancement augmentations. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to him right away about our next step.
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Seraph Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
Alright, got a ton of experience for succeeding in the conversations. So let's quickly go down to our office and read those emails. I hope they're still there. It's not hurting our playthrough if they're not, but if you're playing this game, then I suggest you do every side quest and read all the emails as they appear for you. Gives you a way easier time to level up, get powers earlier. That's a real problem with doing a no side quests Foxy run. It's you don't get all the experience you could have got. Here we have a mail from Greg Thorpe. He's like, oh man, you should totally visit me in my apartment as thanks for saving me and me wife. Might do that quickly. And here's the confidential files from David Seraph. You can pause if you want to read here. Some seriously suspicious facts about my backstory. Yeah, if you're super into the lore, you should check out those emails. It's a big deal. I could just tell you.
Athena tells me you spoke
shit.
to Seraph. Did he happen to tell you why he made us look like idiots?
I'm handling it.
You can imagine how relieved I am to hear that. I'll tell you what. While you follow any lead Seraph spoon feeds you, I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place and backtrace that signal.
That's your pride talking. Still, get back to me if you find something.
You meant when?
Pretty sure I didn't.
Oh man, Frank Pritchard and Adam Jensen teaming up. Isn't that cool? Alright, I'm gonna take a quick stroll to the Thorpes to see what reward I can claim. And then we'll go to China. Be right back!
Welcome. I'm glad you came. I can never properly repay you for what you did, of course, but I would like to help out any way I can.
What'd you have in mind?
There's a gentleman named Sarah who works in the area. His business causes him to move around quite a bit, but at the moment he's occupying an apartment in a building on Earl's Court. If you mention my name, he'll give you a discount on his wares. He deals in, well, he's a gun runner.
How does a guy like you know someone like that?
Growing up in my old neighborhood, you learn pretty quick to cultivate certain types of relationships.
That's nice. Got some extra experience aside from that discount. Let's go check out that gun runner. I'll see you there. I never asked for this.
You want to buy or sell something? It's all on the computer. What do you want?
I'm a friend of Greg Thorpe.
Really? Okay, I give you the egghead discount.
Nice. Let's see what he has for sale. Nice. We can see our discount there. Could buy some extra stun gun darts. A silencer. That's nice if you want to go Foxiest of the Hounds, but maybe already have Pacifist for some reason. Explosives. Okay, so he doesn't sell any praxis, and he only deals in lethal arms, except for the stun gun ammo there. And we have nothing to sell because I've already cleaned house. Wait, does he have grenades? No, he doesn't. Grenades can be nice to have for boss fights.
Okay, that's it.
Alright, I'm out of here. Doing a quick check for maybe books or something. Give me a nice experience boost. Excuse me. I'm not gonna piss him off by hacking his safe. Jesus, in the way much, Mr. Bodyguard? Yeah, I thought so. I'll see you guys at the helipad. And welcome back, everyone. While you were gone, not me. I just took the liberty of upgrading some of my hacking. It's now stage 4 hacking. And I upgraded the recharge speed and battery amount of my energy, and I improved stealth to consume less energy. Just so you know. Let's talk to Farida and go to China!
Hey, Jensen. The boss said you were on your way. You're gonna love Hangsha.
You've been there?
Used to live there. I spent 3, maybe 4 years working in the upper city, and most of my nights having fun in the lower one. You ready to go?
I thought I was. How long is this gonna take, Malik?
You mean the flight or the fun afterward? Don't worry, we'll be there before you know it. Climb in.
As that warning said at the choice if you want to stay or go, if you leave, you will probably abandon every side quest that you have not yet completed. So you want to do all of that and read all the emails before talking to Farida and leaving. So now it's off to China, because, I mean, there's no proper cyberpunk without going to cyberpunk China, or cyberpunk Japan, or, you know, cyberpunk Asia in any way. This city can be really confusing, but it is more open. It's like a second Detroit, but more finicky with all the alleys and levels, and it's a mess.
Jensen, you might want to get ready. The jewel of the Yangtze approaches.
Son of a bitch. We're supposed to find answers in that.
Hey, twice the scum and half the space. Hang on, we're going in. The address you got off that Merc, Hangshaw Court Gardens? It's a bit of a walk from here in the Yuzhou district, but I figured it might be best not to drop you too close.
In case Barrett only gave up the address, knowing I'd walk into another trap.
It's the kind of thing I'd do to an enemy. You want my advice? Just find out who lives there and get out.
Alright, China time. So we're gonna investigate the penthouse of the address that Barrett gave us before, you know, going all splody on me. So let's just follow the marker and go.
Hey, do you know how to get to the...
And let's loot some stores while we're at it. we get Traveler for invading some store's privacy, which is nice. Just an extra little experience boost. If you see something you want, make sure you close the door so nobody can see you, because there's nothing suspicious with a stranger walking into your store stock room, locking himself in there, and then just coming out and being all like, huh, nothing happened. So that's nice, that's nice. Not gonna go all explory here and get lost for hours. Don't worry about that. We're gonna strictly go for story missions. Mostly. Probably. Mostly. So here it is, the Yuzhou district. Let's go through here. And let's follow the marker. See if we can find some stores to loot on the way. Yeah, man. Gangsters, look. Riet Böhler in China. They're all augmented and stuff. So, oh, hello. Kitty, no. Kitty, no. No, I swear to God. No. Don't eat that. It's not yours. No, they gave birth to it because they wanted to keep it. No, kitty. Okay, just a bite. Jesus, cats, am I right? They're like teenagers, can't control them.
There's something in my apartment. I don't care what kind of operation is going on. Now let me in immediately.
Can't oblige you, ma'am. Now move along, please.
They have armed units guarding that area. We could go in there, but you know what that means. That means hostility, alarms. So, I guess we're not gonna pick a fight with those douche nozzles, and we're gonna take the Metal Gear way of things. Sneaky and dangerous. Because nobody suspects a man in a trench coat. Walking up scaffoldings and siege. So we're gonna hack our way in. Of course, we do not have the passcode, thus the hacking. Let's take this route up here. Let's grab what we can. Well, if the alarm isn't going, we might as well grab everything, right? Oh, and here we go. Grab that quick, and then that one. Nice, and we got some extra hackables, which I haven't really used yet, but they come super in handy in the future when we want to hack some extra hard stuff. That's why I don't use them, because we keep them. So now we get an Explorer bonus, and we are going up, of course, seeing as we are going to a penthouse. But if we go to the lowest level of this elevator shaft, Praxis kit, that's a free level up lying under a freaking elevator. And then we're of course gonna make our way all the way up the shaft. No, Jensen, please no, stop. Obey my command and climb upward like Icarus until your metallic wings, arms melt from coming too close to the sun. Serious, for sure. Man, these ladders are almost as interesting as the billions of elevators in Dead Space. It's like, what do you hide? Alright, now we're gonna climb these boxes here, and I said now we're gonna climb these boxes. We're gonna climb these boxes. Adam, seriously. I know you are not yourself with all the augments, but jeez, jump, please, for once. And then we're gonna go in here. And this here is gonna give us the accessibles to the apartment we seek. Let's see. We can move this because we have the strong arms achievement. No, augment, not achievement. You're gonna make a. When you have that augment, you're gonna abuse the power by. I'm just gonna sneak peek here. You're gonna abuse that power by moving people's refrigerators. Okay, there's 3 guards here. And we're gonna wait for this guy to patrol closer to us and take him out. And then we're gonna smack the rest of them. I think you can access the room we're after without engaging any of them. But I'm like, why would you? When you can smack these fools. Smack them good. Badoosh! Man, such spittle. Hurry, hurry. Yeah, you want to get that guy before he patrols around too much. I think he only patrols the windows though, but you don't want him to turn and see you. And we got some extra experience for taking them out. You know, we would have missed that if we just bypassed them. And now we can loot them and take their paychecks so their families will starve, which is a fantastic thing to do. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna touch this lion here. Boop, and we're gonna open up a door when we could have just walked through that hole in the wall, but you know, holes in the walls are not my thing, so we're gonna avoid that and use the door like a civilized human being. Get some extra hack upgrades. It's gonna be very useful. There's gonna be lots of hackings in the China, and then we're gonna hack our butts into this here computer to progress the story. Let's see, and we want to go up there, and we're just gonna come on. Okay, we got plenty of time here. It is a level 1 security computer terminal anyway, so no need to be all scared, right? Wanna steal some, hopefully get some extras. Oh wait, no. Oh man, I'm fucking up. No, I'm not. Just grab this. And we got some extra cash and experience. Nice. We have some conversations. We have some more conversations. And we at least know his name now. Let's see what we can do with that.
Get word to Pritchard, Malik. The hacker who's been attacking us goes by the handle Windmill. Real name's Ari Van Bruggen. Bell Tower's been brought in to arrest him.
Arrest or get rid of?
Either way, he found out someone was gunning for him and took off. We need to find him.
There's a nightclub near where I dropped you called the Hive. It's notorious in black market circles. If this Dutchman is running, his first stop will be there.
I'll have a chat with the owner.
If you're up for some scavenging, of course, you don't have to take the same way out as you got in. You might want to see if you can get an entrance to some of the other apartments. This is a nice apartment, so there's safes to be hacked and loots to be looted. Oh god, my burps. Excuse. But we're just
Figured you might want a heads up before you stroll into the Hive. The owner's name is Tong Si Hung, Tong being his last name. Rumor is he's tied to the Triads.
China's organized crime lords. How wonderful. Anyone else want a piece of this pie?
Alright, so we're going to this nightclub called the Hive, and we're gonna look for Tong Si Hung. Tong is a name that might be familiar to someone who's played the classic Deus Ex games. That's for you to find out. Eh? I don't know nothing. So let's just hack this door. I think it'll give us another route to the district in which the Hive is. Yeah, we're gonna go there. And we're gonna be like, hey, Tong Si Hung, what's up? Let's see. I have no idea where I am, but this guy here has a store. Oh, nice, we leveled up for exploring. Might as well hack his safe, eh? I mean, difficulty 1. Which means he's practically donating his money to the charity that is Adam Jensen. And we're gonna grab whatever extra this little pentagon, hexagon thingamajig is. Dormant nuke virus found. Sweet.
Access granted.
That's gonna come in handy. And we're gonna take his paycheck. And just casually stroll out of here. Not giving a single fook. I assume it's this. I assume it's here we're going. I am constantly getting lost in Hengsha, China, so that's gonna be a thing. Jump cuts and such will occur more frequently than not. Also, I have no idea why I'm keeping you through all them loading screens. Alright, let's just run here. No stores to loot. Or is there? It is mine. Dzień dobry. And not only do we get cash, we get tons of experience for exploring, even though we're just going, you know, raiding stores. And here's the hive, and we're gonna check that out next time on Foxy Pacifist Deus Ex. Thanks for watching. Bye bye!